Hey guys, Peter Cultrider here at 630. I want to talk to you about if you can fit this tricycle into your apartment. Hey everyone, Peter Cultrider, 630. I run customer service, quality control, and also operations here at 630. I also, through all that, know a lot about all these bikes. And one of the main questions or issues that we see is that folks will get an e-trike and not realize how large it is. So can you get it into your apartment? Can you store it there, et cetera, et cetera? All right, let's go through a couple items. I think the main two things you need to think about are one, the size, the dimensions, and then also the weight, especially if you have to go up any stairs, okay? First of all, the weight. E-trike is about 80 pounds. And why is that? Well, it has a battery. It has a bunch of small lithium batteries in it that make the large battery. It's the same thing as a Tesla basically, just this has 50 cells, whereas a Tesla has about 7,000. There's also a motor here. This is full of copper windings. It's heavy, it's heavier. So an electric vehicle is a lot heavier than a regular tricycle, regular bike, okay? So this guy's about 80 pounds, all right? Can you lift 80 pounds, all right? It's pretty heavy. All right, now think about if you have to actually go upstairs with that thing, okay? Also, if your staircase is narrow, you're gonna have to be able to carry that 80 pounds, a large cumbersome 80 pounds, maybe make some turns and things like that. You gotta think about that, okay? Because it may not actually be possible. So I would want to take a look at it and see if your situation can handle that. Okay, so most doors, interior doors, etc., are about 30 inches wide, all right? So that's a good general benchmark, about 30 inches wide. This tricycle at the widest point will be a little on the conservative side, is just a hair under 30. It can go through most doorways, but it's really close, all right? It's really close. This guy's coming in right at about 29 to 30 inches there at the widest point. It's also pretty long, okay? If we go from end to end, we're looking at about, I would say 80 inches, okay? 80 inches. That's almost 7 feet long, okay? So it's pretty long, really. So you gotta think about that. So if you think about storing it in a small bedroom or, I don't think you would ever get it in any closet unless it's like a walk-in closet, but if it's a small bedroom and there's other furniture in there, you definitely wanna think about the dimensions there. I mean, it's almost 7 feet long and it's pretty much a door's width wide, okay? Not to mention the fact that it really is 80 pounds. A lot of people don't realize that. They may not know if they can lift 80 pounds or not. 80 pounds is a lot of weight, quite frankly. A lot of people weigh 80 pounds, you know, it's heavier than most dogs. So, you know, you may be able to get into your apartment, but you may not. If you live upstairs on a second story, I don't think that it's really viable for you to get this as like your daily driver or whatever. I mean, taking it up and down the stairs every day or even every weekend might be difficult and cumbersome. Especially a lot of folks that like to buy our e-tricycles, we find out, are getting older, okay, right? So you're not as strong as you used to be, etc. Other things too. We find also that a lot of folks who get tricycles obviously have some trouble with balance, right? One reason why you would get a tricycle is because you might have trouble with balance. And so again, you know, being able to maneuver this, if balance is already a difficult thing for you, can be tougher. So it's usually best if you have like a driveway and a garage you can just roll it into, or maybe some other situation. But and some apartment buildings do have that. Of course, if you want to do that in a, you know, like a more public space, like an apartment building, I would definitely lock it up. Get yourself a really good lock. You can inquire at a bike shop what might be the best for your particular situation. You don't want to buy necessarily more lock than you need, but you definitely want to buy enough lock. And the thing about locks is that they range in price. It's a huge range in price and also weight, okay? But with better security comes more cost and also more weight as a rule, okay? And I always like the folding ones. Those seem to be really hard to get into. U-locks are pretty good too. I would use a key probably over combination. I've seen some hacks you can find on YouTube where you can usually get through a combination lock pretty quickly. One time we locked my son's bike and then the combo didn't work, and then we figured out on YouTube in 45 seconds how to undo it. And that was a $90 lock. So I'm not gonna tell you which one. I probably should. I'm not going to. So anyway, definitely think about your capabilities of picking up a tricycle, maneuvering it in the space that you live. When you're thinking about getting a tricycle or an e-trike for your apartment building. All right, I really hope that was helpful. If I think of anything more, I'll make another video.